she's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my...
What's good, guys? This story came out on the 30th. It's coming via Newsweek. And again, thanks to Marie722 for sending it to me. The story itself is coming out of Philadelphia. Man fatally shot while filming Netflix show about gun violence. That's how you know that stuff's really gotten bad. A man was fatally shot while working on a video about gun violence in Philadelphia. The 55-year-old was killed after he was shot multiple times around 8 p.m. Monday on the 1900 block of West Page Street in Strawberry Mansion, police said. The victim was reportedly working for a production company filming the families of gun violence victims for an anti-violence video to stream on Netflix. The 55-year-old male was working for a production company. They were inside of a private residence. They were interviewing and filming some family members whose children were victims of gun violence in the last 2 to 3 years. Philadelphia Police Chief Inspector Scott Small told ABC6. The man left a home to get more equipment from his van when he was shot, authorities said. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Authorities have not released his name. The man's bag containing his production equipment was found on the sidewalk along with 2 cell phones, police said. A motive for the shooting is under investigation and no arrests have been made. We don't know if it was a robbery, if his wallet and money were taken, Chief Inspector Small said. Philadelphia has seen at least 117 homicide victims so far this year, according to the police department's crime statistics, a sharp rise from previous years. There were 499 homicides in 2020 and 356 homicides in 2019. The Philadelphia City Council is set to hold a special committee on Tuesday about gun violence prevention and children's safety. Earlier this year, Philadelphia DA Larry Krasner said the city has to do more to protect its citizens from gun violence. We've had enough. We have to come together as a community. We have to come together as criminal justice partners. We have to come together with all the institutions and all the organizations and do better, Krasner said. This is unacceptable. Newsweek has contacted the Philadelphia Police Department and Netflix for comment. The city had already seen a spate of particularly violent attacks this year, including the brutal stabbing of a doctor by the patient she was treating. The physician was stabbed multiple times in the face and head inside Pennsylvania Hospital on Spruce Street in February, Philadelphia police said. The suspect was taken into custody, but it remains unclear what led to the assault. Days earlier, a carjacking suspect was shot in the head by someone whose vehicle he was trying to steal. The suspect was found with 2 gunshot wounds to the head inside a stolen Chevy near the intersection of 7th Street and Calloway Hill Street. Philadelphia police said the man was able to walk and talk, but was transported to Temple Hospital in critical condition. And in January, a 9-year-old girl was shot in the head and killed by a 5-year-old at the home in the north of the city, after the children had been left inside the home unsupervised with 2 guns. Police found the victim with a critical wound on the right side of her head at the property on the 2300 block of North Bouvier Street. She was left unattended at the time of the incident with 2 other children aged 5 and 12. The 12-year-old alerted law enforcement after the shooting, police said. The girl was taken to Temple University Hospital, but was pronounced dead later that afternoon. Police recovered 2 guns from the property. There were multiple weapons located within the residence, and at this time, we don't know the legality of those weapons, Philadelphia Police Corporal Jasmine Riley said. Officials did not provide any further information around the shooting, including whether the children were related. This is a file photo. It just says crime scene tape is seen after a shooting in Texas as news emerges that a man was fatally shot while working on a video about gun violence in Philadelphia. So I just wanted to bring that story to the channel. That's terrible. Trying to film what's going on and then getting caught up in it. That's awful. I'm going to end this story on that note, guys. Thanks so much.